What is going on, guys? It is Pibby here, and welcome back to episode 5 of Know Your Class. Today we're going to be talking about part 2 of the Assault Guide. If you haven't seen part 1, I'll put an annotation so you can go check that one out before you watch this one. But yeah, let's hop right into it. So, I want to address in this one the use of underslung attachments. So, obviously in the Assault class, if you use the underslung rail, you have access to different type of underslung attachments, from the underslung grenade or the launcher to the M26, which is the more shotgun orientated. So if you want to use these attachments, you sort of have to forfeit your medkit, which is sort of the main thing of the Assault class, also besides the res paddles. But if you want to forfeit these and go with the more aggressive style of maybe the 320 grenade launcher, or maybe the smoke or the buckshot or the LVG, which is the grenade launcher in the Assault class, by all means go for it. But you really have to pick the right time to switch these out, because the med pack is very, very important, because obviously it heals your team, but it also, you know, it helps have sort of like maybe a stable stop point where you can stop, reload, regenerate some health, and sort of pace yourself, and so you're not rushing into the enemy team and could get completely wiped out, and where you can sort of regroup, I suppose you could say. So it's a very important thing. But if you think that you need to change it up for the smoke, which maybe you may be playing offensive on rush and you need to go and really plant the objective and you just don't have the right cover, you can pop a smoke down and it helps out so much. Also, smoke can be used to kill people if you direct impact them, which is pretty funny to do, but it is a bit of a, you got to get up close and personal with them, but when it happens it's pretty good. So if you find that you need to switch out to maybe the M26, if you're playing maybe Operation Metro and they're completely dominating you in the short the close quarters part of the map, but at the long range you're progressing through, maybe just slap on the M26, run into the short close encounters and pop out the shotgun, and maybe it'll just help you out a little bit, clearing out some of those rooms. So it is a good option, but you just got to weigh up your options and think, is it really worth me changing out my med pack? But if it is, by all means please do, because these tools can be very effective if used in the right situation. So right now I'm going to put over a special little clip that I want you guys to pay a special attention to. So basically in this one I'm showing you guys what a real medic can do, but also you got to play very smart, is defending when you revive people. So as you can see, I revived a person and then I put a couple of rounds down range just to suppress the enemy. I didn't actually get any hits on anyone, but I still suppressed them enough and was able to revive that player, which was in sort of a very conflict heavy zone, and he was able to get back into the fight. So I think this is a really, really important and probably a very underthought about method. So if you think about it, if you run out into the middle of the street, obviously this does go hand in hand with the revive guide back in part 1, is knowing when to revive. But if you think that the options are way up to you thinking, okay, I can revive him and I can defend him, you can go out, revive that player, and then suppress or maybe even take out enemy combatants that are actually trying to take you out. So it is very important to, obviously you need to think quickly on your feet and weigh out the odds and see if it's really worth it. But as you saw, I was able to go suppress the enemy and he was able to get back to cover. Obviously this wouldn't be very you know, viable if you were out in the middle of a street and there was like gunfire everywhere, but maybe if it was in Operation Metro and he was in one of the rooms that you were just about to go into, pushing up, or maybe on one of the MCOMs, you could go push up. If there wasn't any enemies just in that room at that time, you could quickly revive him and then suppress, maybe throw a grenade, and just be really, really defensive about how you play it. Because if you play this, if you play it really well, the rewards will, you know, be rewarded to you. Because if you play as a good assault player, you really help out your team, and it shows. And in this game, like, obviously it was not a rush game, but I think it went about 30-12, I think the score was. So it really does make a difference. So thanks for tuning into this episode, guys. I'll see you next time in part 6, which will be Engineer Guide Part 2. See you later, guys.